We are going through the workbook of A Course in Miracles with Jesus, learning to live in trust of the Holy Spirit and Jesus, learning to live in grace, the grace of God, letting all things be given us and letting all things be exactly as they are, day by day, moment by moment. And we're practicing the workbook lessons that Jesus has given us for this glorious state. We're learning how to give and to give what we want to receive, because giving is receiving, and basically that is our lesson for today. We are up to lesson 126. All that I give is given to myself. Today's idea is completely alien to the ego and the thinking of the world, is crucial to the thought reversal that this course will bring about. If you believe this statement, there would be no problem in complete forgiveness, certainty of goal, and sure direction. You would understand the means by which salvation comes to you and would not hesitate to use it now. Let us consider what you do believe in place of this idea. It seems to you that other people are apart from you and able to behave in ways which have no bearing on your thoughts nor yours on theirs. Therefore, your attitudes have no effect on them, and their appeals for help are not in any way related to your own. You further think that they can sin without affecting your perception of yourself, while you can judge their sin and yet remain apart from condemnation and at peace. When you forgive a sin, there is no gain to you directly. You give charity to one unworthy merely to point out that you are better on a higher plane than he whom you forgive. He has not earned your charitable tolerance, which you bestow on one unworthy of the gift, because his sins have lowered him beneath a true equality with you. He has no claim on your forgiveness. It holds out a gift to him, but hardly to yourself. Thus is forgiveness basically unsound, a charitable whim, benevolent yet undeserved, a gift bestowed at other times withheld. Unmerited withholding it is just, nor is it fair that you should suffer when it is withheld. The sin that you forgive is not your own. Someone apart from you committed it, and if you then are gracious unto him by giving him what he does not deserve, the gift is no more yours than was his sin. So there's the ego's version of the world, stated in those paragraphs 2, 3, and 4. Then Jesus comes back with, if this be true, forgiveness has no grounds on which to rest dependably and sure. It is an eccentricity in which you sometimes choose to give indulgently as an undeserved reprieve. Yet it remains your right to let the sinner not escape the justified repayment for his sin. Think you the Lord of heaven would allow the world's salvation to depend on this? Would not his care for you be small indeed if your salvation rested on a whim? You do not understand forgiveness. As you see it, it is but a check upon overt attack, without requiring correction in your mind. It cannot give you peace as you perceive it. It is not a means for your release from what you see in someone other than yourself. It has no power to restore your unity with him to your awareness. It is not what God intended it to be for you. Not having given him the gift he asks of you, you cannot recognize his gifts and think he has not given them to you. Yet would he ask you for a gift unless it was for you? Could he be satisfied with empty gestures and evaluate such petty gifts as worthy of his son? Salvation is a better gift than his, and true forgiveness as the means by which it is attained must heal the mind that gives, for giving is receiving. What remains as unreceived has not been given, but what has been given must have been received. Today, we try to understand the truth that giver and receiver are the same. You will need help to make this meaningful because it is so alien to the thoughts to which you are accustomed. But the help you need is there. Give him your faith today and ask him that he share your practicing in truth today. And if you only catch a tiny glimpse of the release that lies in the idea we practice for today, this is a day of glory for the world. Give 15 minutes twice today to the attempt to understand today's idea. It is the thought by which forgiveness takes its proper place in your priorities. It is the thought that will release your mind from every bar to what forgiveness means and let you realize its worth to you. In silence, close your eyes upon the world that does not understand forgiveness and seek sanctuary in the quiet place where thoughts are changed and false beliefs laid by. Repeat today's idea and ask for help in understanding what it really means. Be willing to be taught. Be glad to hear the voice of truth and healing speak to you, and you will understand the words he speaks and recognize he speaks your words to you. As often as you can, remind yourself you have a goal today, an aim which makes this day of special value to yourself and all your brothers. Do not let your mind forget this goal for long, but tell yourself, all that I give is given to myself. The help I need to learn that this is true is with me now, and I will trust in him. Then spend a quiet moment opening your mind to his correction and his love. And what you hear of him, you will believe. For what he gives will be received by you. All that I give is given to myself. So today we really deeply practice that giving and receiving are the same. And whatever I believe I have failed to receive, it is what I have failed to give. If I give forgiveness and extend the light of forgiveness, then I receive the blessing of forgiveness. Forgiveness is always a gift to our mind. As we let go of the ego, we do it for everyone in mind, and that's healing. Jesus told us, "When I awoke, you were with me," and it's because we share the same mind. We share the same Christ mind, and the mind of God. Christ is a perfect idea in the mind of God, and that's what we share. That's what is forever true. So to help strengthen our practice today for this beautiful lesson, all that I give is given to myself, I have gone to A Course in Miracles search program and I've typed in 2 words, giving, receiving. And that is a great opportunity for us to be supported in all that I give is given to myself. From the text, chapter 1, section 1. Miracles are teaching device for demonstrating it is as blessed to give as to receive. Your words should reflect only mercy, because that is what you have received and that is what you should give. Therefore, those who have been forgiven must devote themselves first to healing, because having received the idea of healing, they must give it to hold it. Because he has been given you freely by God, you must give him as you received him. Talking about the Holy Spirit. That is because he thinks he is giving something to them and is not receiving something equally desirable in return. That's from chapter 7. It's this one is describing the unhealed healer. The unhealed healer wants gratitude from his brothers, but he is not grateful to them. That is because he thinks he is giving something to them and is not receiving something equally desirable in return. His teaching is limited because he is learning so little. His healing lesson is limited by his own ingratitude, which is a lesson in sickness. True learning is constant and so vital in its power to change that a son of God can recognize his power in one instant and change the world in the next. So that's a beautiful context for our quote there. From chapter 8, section 3, do not leave anyone without giving salvation to him and receiving it yourself. Do you not want to give it to the world as much as you want to receive it? By giving, you receive. You cannot perform a miracle for yourself because miracles are a way of giving acceptance and receiving it. You must receive the message you give because it is the message you want. If you are unwilling to perceive an appeal for help as what it is because you are unwilling to give help and to receive it. You cannot really give anything but love to anyone or anything, nor can you really receive anything but love from them. If you think you have received anything else, it is because you have looked within and thought you saw the power to give something else within yourself. The cost of giving is receiving. But you will gladly give, having received. Be not willing to give what you would receive of him, for you join with him in giving. The simple reason, simply stated, is this: the holy instant is a time in which you receive and give perfect communication. This means, however, that it is a time in which your mind is open to both receive and give. Your receiving completes his giving. You will receive because it is his will to give. Give as you have received. So, all beautiful ideas to help us remember the lesson for today. All that I give is given to myself. And I have a song here for us all today, and the song is from Aman and Shanti. It's taken from the text. The lyrics are taken from the text of Jesus in A Course in Miracles. And to me, this song epitomizes all that I give is given to myself, because it puts the mind in touch with its prize, which is forgiveness, and with its providence. I call it divine providence, where you cease to have to think about the cares and the worries and the striving and survival of the body, because your mind is lit up in true giving and true receiving. So you just start to see the miracle comes through you. It's for you. It's for everyone. It is full of happiness and joy and peace and abundance. And it's just a whole new way of living. It takes you beyond the survival mode, beyond the searching to try to survive as a body, and to being lit up as the Christ. So the song is called "The Promise" by Oman and Shanti. Mm. Beautiful. Wow. All that I give is given to myself. I am carried by grace. I am carried by the Holy Spirit's divine providence. He lights up the dream. Everything that is helpful for extending love in the dream is easily provided because the miracle is the gift, and the beatitudes of sharing the beautiful attitudes that Christ demonstrated for us, sharing those with everyone and everything. That's what it's all about. Okay, so wonderful to be on this journey. Happy to be sharing it with you, and have a beautiful, blessed day.